In this lesson, I'm going to be doing a lot of experimentation, and I'm going to be working on different kinds of contact, holding my hands in different places. Some of it works and some of it doesn't. This is Samba this morning, and you can see she's very tense and worried. I've been practicing uh, this experimenting for several days with her, and she's anticipating that again. She doesn't like it. She really hates contact, and her tail is letting me know how perturbed she is. I'm working on holding my hands closer to my belly button. So when I do that, I notice I need to have my hands almost at the buckle on the reins. I've only got about 6 inches of rein between my hands. And when my reins are that long, she can stretch her head down, and she's starting to relax here. But I still feel like I have more tension in my upper body, less elasticity, and when I try to establish a contact like that, she's just not going to take it well. When she's tense like this, I find it helps a lot to just ride her around in little circles, and I'm not trying to make her bend or anything. My hold on the reins has kind of slipped away from my belly button a little bit. Here I'm trying to kind of raise it up and get it back. But here I have more elasticity, so she is calming down when I ride with my hands more forward. Whenever I looked at the video of myself riding, I always thought, why don't I put my hands by my belly button? I've been told to so many times. And riding today, I figured it out. It's because I have to be at the end of the reins to get my hands that far back, or else I've really got a lot of contact. I don't know. Is that the point of it? Is the point to have a lot of hold on the horse? I don't think Samba's going to stand for that. I think she's quite sensitive to tension in my shoulders, and you can really see it here. And I'm trying to stop her, and she just can't seem to stop. She just keeps rolling forward. Now, this happens to be a moment when I was taking up quite a bit of contact. As you can see, I have at least 18 inches of rein between my hands right now. So she's feeling the contact a lot more, and she doesn't like it. Her head is up in the air. When I ride this way, I can kind of feel the reins as they're connected to my seat, but I don't feel like I have much control over the horse. I'm so far back on the reins. Uh, all she has to do is lift her head a little bit, and she's completely out of contact with me. I can't ride like that if the horse isn't steady and ready to accept that. You told me that I needed to get tougher with prairie, and I'm trying to apply the same lesson to Samba, and I don't know if it's going to work. Um, when I pull back this much on the reins, she just does not like this much contact. And when I have my hands back toward my belly button, it seems like she can't relax. I guess I'm banging on her mouth all the time with these long floppy reins. And yet, if I take a tight grip on them, I'm really at a loss. I don't know what to do now. You can see how she goes with her head like this. And here she wants to go right. I want to go left. We're having a disagreement about that. Did I get her going to the left? And you can see she's having a hard time just stopping. She keeps rolling forward. I keep taking up rein so that I can have a little bit of control over her, holding my reins this high to my chest. She just won't stop moving. And as soon as she relaxes her head a little bit, I let her have a little rein. And I figure it's better to try to get the tension out, just let her walk and work on stop as I can. There, she slowed down at least, so she's not stumbling forward. I don't think she's really digging the sensation of me holding the reins this high. Her head goes up when my hands go up, and vice versa. Okay, at this point I decided I was going to try to ride her on an even looser rein. She doesn't like contact. I'm going to try to ride with even less contact, almost a floppy rein. And she is liking it better. She's able to reach down. She's blowing a little bit here and there. I've got maybe 6 inches of rein between my hands, and that's it. So she's doing better on this super, super light contact. I didn't get a whole lot accomplished in this session as far as working on move out, turn in, etc. Here I try a little bit of move out. Lately she has decided that she wants to do turn in like a swinging gate without bending at all. So we're going to see a few of these coming up. And she kind of does move out in the same way. She doesn't bend a whole lot. Here I have my hands close to my belly button. She's kind of above the bit. She is definitely not reaching into the contact. She's just really stiff. I can't get her to bend today whatsoever. I guess because she's tense.
Good girl.
Now you'll notice here how much more rein I have in between my hands. I've probably got maybe 2 feet of rein. So I'm keeping her on a much firmer contact. I'm experimenting with that to see if she does better or does worse. We're doing a turn in here, and initially she has her head down and turned to the inside, and then she kind of stiffens. And here I've gone back to the super long rein because it seems like that's the only way she can relax. She cannot put her head down when I have the tight rein. She'll just keep her head up above and try to avoid the contact by being above it. She seems enormously relieved that I've let her have some more rein. and she's literally breathing sighs of relief. I'm trying to get dialed into what this horse will accept, and so far it seems she doesn't accept much at all. It's a very narrow range of contact I can use on her. So is she supposed to just get used to it? Am I supposed to force it on her? I'm clueless.
Ooh, good girl.
I don't exactly know what she's doing here. She often drops her head like this, and I don't know if she's rooting, as you described Prairie doing the other day in my last lesson, or if she's stretching into the contact, which she can trust now that we're not moving anymore. I don't know exactly what she's doing. Like, is this softening, or is this something I need to correct? I don't know.
Good girl.
And here we had some turkeys that were harassing us again. Now, I wanted to include this footage. This was actually taken the day before, and it's different because I wasn't trying as hard to keep my hands near my belly button. So my hands are a little lower on the reins. I have more rein in between my hands, and I'm holding them a little lower, and I think they're a lot more elastic. And here we do a little bit of move out. I mean, there's just no comparison in the relaxation of the horse. Here, she's a lot more relaxed. I'm able to do turn in separated by a stop, then move out and a stop. They may not be that great, but she can stop moving her feet. So that's, and here she's doing a turn in where there's not a whole lot of bend, but she does cross over very nicely. Here I'm going to ask her for move out, and she reluctantly softens a little bit. And I stop her. Now we're going to do a turn in, and she is bending into it. Oh, and then she's stiffened up again. I don't think I like this idea of riding with my hands at my belly button because it feels kind of artificial and contrived. And it takes tension to hold everything there. And I get the idea of it is to get the feeling of reins going through my seat. And maybe it'll work better on Prairie when I ride him. But it seems like the same advice should work on both horses, right? I don't know. I really don't know what I'm doing. To me, it looks like she's trusting the contact here a lot more when I'm not trying to keep my hands at my belly button. She even seems to be reaching into it a little bit. I'm not making it by pulling back on her. And she seems like a happier horse. I don't know, I must be missing something because she goes a lot better when I do it wrong.